Hello, Mundane C minus gamer here, otherwise known as That's No Moon. It's Saturday night. Saturday night's all right for a scrap with me, boys. And this time we're up against and we're scrapping with Legez. Legez, if anyone knows the origin of the name or knows how even to pronounce it, let me know in the comments. Now, Legez, who's he repping? He's from Defeater, runs a pretty low ranked Darth Revan's squad. But again, Malik is always an issue. What are we looking at? We're looking at about 130,000 health and protection. It's not going to be easy at all. We will just going to have a quick roster review because this is the reason that I saw it. We have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gear 13s. Some of them are very strong as well. Bosk, great for ships. Still fancy resistance against them. I think they're still very strong. But depending on speeds and whether Django lead is there as well. Padme, again, that's a great squad. And he's got a lot of gear 13s there that are very tough. This is the rest of the roster here, pretty solid. Zeta on B1. How is his Grievous, actually? Let's have a look. Pardon me. Yeah, gear 13 as well. So we may well have that on defense to look out for. Okay. So this is what we're up against. Oh, actually, just before I go into that, defensive review. So I put my Padme, put my Bounty under. I think I'm going to swap back to go in Django lead as well. That speed is pretty good. Down here now we had, I made him have a hard choice. We had Geos or Night Sisters, and the world-class Night Sisters held for a battle. So I don't know whether he used Imperial Troopers there to try and cheap it. Went a little bit stronger in the front, hoping that he sort of messed up a little bit there. In the back, I had to go, when you fight in 12 or 13 gear 13s, you've got to save a lot for offense. So I've kept all of my good teams for offense. The back ones went pretty quickly, so I think he may have saved a lot for offense as well. I'm hoping, at least. The one I don't want to see in the back, so we've got a battle to spare, but the one I don't want to see at the back is those separatist droids. I'm hoping he kept those for offense, just in case he thought my Malik was there. Although, talking to Malik, got him up to gear 11 today. And anyway, talking of Malik, right, so this is the squad. So over the last I'd say month, that top team there was the first team that I used. Since then, I've found that the best, I've tried all sorts of variants as well. I've found that the best one is going to be, I've tried it a lot with R2 as well. The best one is that bottom team. IG-88 lead, Grievous, T3 with the double Zeta on, BB-8 and Imperial Probe Droid with the Zeta. You do need the Zeta on him, but he's gear 8. So let's go into it. Let's just double check I'm attacking the right team and not first order. So let's go in. This is going to be the toughest battle out there for me. So we're going to make sure there are a few things that can go wrong with this as well. It's not 100% win rate, but what we want is Imperial Probe Droid getting that target lock out there. We want that target lock on Malik just so he doesn't gain the buffs and we can go straight into Bastila Shan and knock her into next week. So let's go. They're all properly modded up, proper turn order. So let's be having it. Right, now let's try and get the important one. We're looking for target lock on Malik. Nice. So we've got 3 target locks out there. We are now going to start pumping the debuffs. We will go over to Bastila Shan and crawl. Woo! 145,000. This is also where it can go wrong. No, it didn't. When you find it a lot with Sith Marauder as well. Sith Marauder sometimes targets T3. If T3 dies, it's game over. Forget about it. Right, Malik. Here we go. Another crawl on here. Woo! 220,000. And now we've got the big AoE. So let's finish off. Woo! Again, it's 48 banners. He's averaged, I think, around about 54. But I'm hoping if he's gone defense heavy, I can undersize a lot on the back. So I'm going to keep first order there for the moment. The other one that I did spot, the pretty obvious hole in there, was no Zalbar in that Old Republic team. So the Heartbreak Kids are ready to go. I'm going to take them out of the equation just in case there's any Night Sisters in the back. And I think that'll probably do it. Jahani's the only one that you can get sort of stuck behind with the taunt. When Zalbar's not there, it's pretty easy. Troopers are going to run rampant here. But Jahani is pretty slow. She will stun, but that is it really. But yeah, these are so quick off the gate. I do want to take out Mission first. She is going to be the danger in whatever. I'll probably take some extra debuffs there. Let me give a big AoE. Still need to be focus firing. Oh, where did that come from? Still want to be focus firing here on Mission. Who do I want to take out? Maybe Karth. He's annoying. Just because AoEs, that'll damage your banners. Right, let's try and get back as many banners as possible here. Could do with Stormtrooper taking a turn. Okay, 58 banners, I'll take that. And again, it's another sort of awkward team out there. Okay, we've got those bounty hunters. Not a huge amount of speed or tenacity. Was having a look. Great mods, 273. Tenacity, it isn't very tenacious, so I'm probably going to come back to that one. I think I'm actually going to go 283. So my Thrawn will go off first. It's just, if I use Empire here, it's just whether I want to use Palpatine here or not. So I think I'm going to have a sneak peek into the back. What do I want to use against First Order? Now Resistance, obviously we've used BB-8 in that other squad. I've got Rebels, I've got Light Side Revan, I've got Dark Side Revan. I do want to kind of keep those as well for the backline. I've got Traya, who I want to keep for them as well. I've got Palpatine, which is an easy one. Nest, I don't think we'll do it. Wampa is a pretty good choice here. I'll probably go something like Wampa, maybe Rex and Hermit Yoda. I do need to undersize a little bit, but not a huge amount. It's more important for me to win this battle. I'm just going to check the speeds just to make sure I'm firing off first. So bear with me a second. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that. I think I'll get out the gates fairly quickly. It just depends how much I want to undersize it, because I'm thinking of taking in Chase as well. I don't actually think that's a bad idea at this stage. I think it's more important to get everyone as a full win rather than dick around. Okay, so we've got a couple of taunts out there. We're going to get a bit of Master's Training on there. Should have probably freed up that stun. Yeah, I don't mind getting rid of that one. Let's put some tenacity up, dog. Okay, we're over to First Order Stormtrooper. I'm not gonna do a mini heal there first. I'm gonna take in a big staff shot. Okay, let's get through this taunt. Now we can start moving on. Could do with keeping all 5 characters here, so I'm gonna do a big heal. I'm going to equalize everything, give us a few more heals over time. I think I'm actually going to go over to First Order Executioner here. Who else? Yep, let's bring in Ezra. Let's ramp up this damage. Right, we do actually need to save Ezra here. Nice counter. Let's go in against First Order Executioner. He's a big source of damage. Let's get a mini heal off. Yeah, let's go First Order Officer. Could do with some heals here. Yeah, I'm going to give it one of those. Because what's more important to me... Oh, just missing it. I was trying to get full health back. But hey ho, 52 banners. Again, we're scoring a little bit less at this stage. So we'll see. That's always a tricky one. And let's see what we've got in the back. Oh, yes! He's gone full defense. So this will be nice. Bounty Hunters, I mean, what can he have in the back? He can have Padme, he can have Light Side. The most dangerous one is General Grievous, if he does have that in the back. However, it's an easy counter for Light Side Revan. I've got no reason not to kind of... I think I've got to go Rebels here. 1, 2. I would like to undersize it some. Actually, let's see if there's something a little bit more efficient. I'm thinking this Palp squad. Just depends on how quickly I can get out the gate with them. 274. And what was his again? 274 and 273. So I will get Thrawn to go first. I can put that fracture in there. So I guess that's kind of quite lucky. Let's go Empire here. Buff immunity do I like, or Shore Trooper do I like better? I actually think I'm going to go Shore Trooper there. Although buff immunity does help with the damage, and it also helps with gaining that turn meter. I think I've got to go this. Busk is going to be under... Well, he's going to be under fracture the whole time. There we go. IG-88 has got plenty of buffs on him and he's super squishy. Let's put some buff immunity out there. Let's control this turn meter. Let's get some stuns out there, hopefully. Greedo is always a nasty boy to face. But I do need to get rid of Boba Fett. Things can go south pretty quickly if he's not dealt with. Let's get me an ability block on there. No. But that's him dealt with. Right, let's start getting some protection back. I think I want to go into Greedo, yeah. Keep this turn meter rolling. Let's try and get another stun out there. No. Greedo is about to go. No, let's control that turn meter again. Let's go back over to Cad Bane. We've got Thrawn coming up, so hopefully now we've got a fracture. There we are, into Bosk with the fracture. 58,000 into Cad Bane. We'll see if that's into next week. And this one should be all she wrote. I do need a little bit of protection back on Grand Admiral Tarkin. Oh, this is going at a rate of knots. This was the battle that I was a little bit worried about, but I've still got the counters at the back, and now I can afford to undersize everything. I just need to see what is in the back. God, this protection. But again, I like Boss G13 for the ships. Still too easy to counter on offense. Let's have a look what's hiding in the back. Okay, we've got Palpatine and we've got Akira and Nest as well. Okay, so that's all fairly okay. I think now, so I've got Darth Revan. I think the easiest one is probably going to be, or rather, what do I want to take in Darth Revan? So that's where Zalbar was hiding. I think I can probably 3-man this now with Sith Empire. We do need to start getting those banners back. So let's go and 3-man this. Yes, I am happy. Okay, let's put some of that out there. Let's put some corrupted battle meditation. A lot of stagger going on as well. Who do I want to get rid of? Maybe Zalbar. Let's put this into Memphis Nest while she hasn't got that protection up. Let's try and finish her off. There we go. And let's finish off Vandal Chewbacca. Does that get me 62? Yeah, I got that. Nice. So we've got Palp. Which can be a little bit tricky with the SWGOH Zeta. Again, I would have loved to save Wampa, but kind of a tough first battle to get through here. I think I've got to go maybe 4-man here. What have I got here? Those Rebels I quite fancy Nest with. No Zetas on those Phoenix, but not to be messed with, Phoenix. You can easily time out on them. But yeah, I probably think that Nest can take out that top line. So I've got Lightside Revan. I think I can probably 3-man this. As to whether I want to or not, I don't know. So I'm going to take in Basti as well, just in case. I've got no reason not to. Maybe even Basti lead would be better there, so that they don't get stuck behind. But I don't think it matters too much. I think that's not too bad. Yeah, let's go Basti lead there. Sorry, yeah, let's go Revan lead there with Bastila. I'm sure we'll be fine. So who do I want to take out first? Well, it's definitely going to be Palpatine. I want to put out some... Oh, yeah. Okay, let us go after maybe Tarkin here. Switch that back over. Big hit. Let's go after Darth Vader here. Let me put out those buffs again, spread them around a bit. See if we can take out Vader that way. And let's just basic up here. Big hit. There we go. 61 banners. I'll take that. And that's that territory sorted. So I need to average 50 banners on each of these to get a win. So Phoenix is definitely the toughest team there. I'm sure 3-man would be absolutely fine. But yeah, actually, I think 3-man will be absolutely fine. So it looks like our opponent, Legers, went super offense heavy. Let's put a buff immunity. So that's kind of the one I wanted to get rid of. Wouldn't mind putting a stun on here. I'll probably go big hit here. And I was thinking that we were going to have a lot harder time just because he had so many options with those Gear 13. Like Night Sisters, I'm sure that the Decker was Gear 13 maybe. I can't remember though exactly for sure. Don't quote me on that one. Bit of days over here. That's never good. Thinking about it. But yeah, when facing those sort of harder opponents, certainly I think it's always worth saving just to give you options and hopefully let them make a mistake. So, right, we have got a fairly weak first order. We've got a fairly weak Rogue One. He must have kept, because no Geos, no nothing. He must have kept absolutely everything. I mean, I think Trey does it absolutely fine. But Triumvirate, I've got no doubt that that'll absolutely smash through it. Yeah, let's go that. So probably want to go after Jyn Erso here first. Let's just isolate here, just so we can get after Jyn Erso. Farmboy Luke making an appearance there. Always good to see. Let's get rid of that Tenacity Up dog. Let's see off Jyn Erso. Probably want to go after Chirrut here. Remember Lando being my first ever Gear 11. I was so proud that day when he got to Gear 11. Used to run him in the arena back when he was the boy, and yeah, unfortunately he hasn't moved since. So, but yeah, he was a great character. Absolutely loved him at the start of the game. There we go, and that should be all she wrote. 60 banners, and let's check the final scores. There we go, 1903. So not messing up on that, and not tripping up at the front there. Gave us a lot of options at the back. Potentially, who else have we got in the final? So we've got Silver Knight. I have had a look at both of them. There's another mallet there, but as you've seen, we've got that covered. 1 Gear 13, I think it is. Good Geos, good Phoenix, Double Zeta Malek, good Separatists, nice Django there. And the other one who I think on paper should win this is Spenkakus. And yeah, sort of Gear 13 Grievous. So a lot more Gear 12, but we'll see anyway. Yeah, so all in all, I was a little bit worried about this one, actually, just because of what he had. As I said, I'll just review that roster again, make sure I'm not seeing things. No, it was a Gear 13 Dakar. So he must have kept all these teams for offense, because we didn't see any of them. We saw the Galactic Empire, but we didn't see any others. So he must have gone soft, or had something go wrong with Night Sisters. I have actually had it where my Night Sisters have beaten Treya. And what I find is when... well, that doesn't even make sense, because if he did, he must have taken in Troopers. Because I run it with Mother Towels in lead this time. Where are we? I run it with the Mother Towels in lead this time. I usually will run it with Asajj, and the reason I usually run it with Asajj is because it can usually beat if the opponent plays it badly, can beat a Treya team, just because it keeps knocking the turn meter down, and they're very, very quick as well. So, but no, must have used something not quite right against them. So, but hey, a win is a win. We're off to the final, lads. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully you've enjoyed Grievous tearing apart Malek. Not the strongest, usually in arena. Let me just have a look if I've got any more battles. Okay, so I'm not going to mess with anyone's payout at the moment. But in our arena, we're running up against sort of 200,000. But even then, you would have seen, I think it was about 220,000 damage. You can't get higher than about 210,000, I don't think, health and protection. So that's the best team that I have found that works in arena for that one. And a counter. Again, it doesn't give us a huge amount of banners, but it does allow us to one-shot that team. So sometimes you have more characters left, other times you have, just like Grievous and T3. But all in all, pretty happy at how it went. There are a couple of little variables that can swing it either way, or I don't want to give too many of them away. But yeah, in terms of that, pretty happy with how it went. And I will see you next time. Hopefully you've enjoyed. What have we got here going on? Payout. So yeah, we'll see you in the final. And good luck with all your grand arenas. And I will see you next time. Hey, have I said we're in the final? Yes, come on, boys. Let's get this first one off to a win. See you soon. Enjoy your evenings.